it's Skilllight here. I'm here with the Music City Miata Club at my first autocross. Wait, why aren't my lips moving? Oh no. Sorry, having camera issues. Alright, it's me again. Race is over. I had some issues with one of my cameras and it took pictures instead of video. It had switched to photo mode. So all my video from before the race and during with that camera did not turn out. So this video is about what you should expect your first time, and I'll give you some tips that might help you out. I want to give a big shout out to all my subscribers and everyone watching. I really do appreciate it. In fact, I'm going to do a giveaway soon. It's not going to be, sorry, that's not going to be break the bank, but it'll be something that I use and something that my viewers probably would use also. So be watching for that. And I want to thank the Music City Miata Club for having this as one of their events and for their advice and help during the event. So the thumbnail image I actually got from VMG Images. It's a picture taken from one of the members, and the link will be in the description. So first, on an autocross, you're going to probably sign up online. Everyone is a little different. Mine is the one I went to was an SCCA sanctioned points event, but they're all a little different. There's some discretion as to how they run them. This one was ran very well. They have it down pat. I mean, they know how to get it going, get you through, and not waste a lot of time. Others, well, not so much, but well, so I've been told. Be sure to read their webpage, what their rules are. Also check out, like in my case, SCCA rules. That'll help you decide, what your car is going to be classified as. You're probably going to have to ask somebody what it should be. And oh wait, you got to have numbers. They'll be asking for that most likely when you sign up, and hopefully you'll have one assigned before you go. But you'll probably, first timers, you may end up having to use painter's tape. It's fine. There's a lot of people that use painter's tape at the one I went to. It's no big deal. And no one will want to race you on the way to the event if you wait till the event to put it on. So you're going to want to prep your car. Check your fluids, make sure your lug nuts are tight, bleed your brakes, whatever you want to do to make sure your car is technically sound so that it's going to pass the inspection. They should have the rules on their webpage and or the SCCA rules or whatever sanctioning body. When you get on the day of, you're going to drive to the location, try to be there on time, find a good parking spot, clean your car out. You're going to find everybody takes their stuff and sets it there behind their car. Most likely they backed in. The first thing that I did was the inspection. So after I parked, removed everything, all the loose stuff, grabbed my helmet, jumped in the car, drove over to the inspection line, which was the same place that the grid was, and popped the hood and trunk. They check everything, make sure there's nothing that's loose, make sure your floor mats are gone, make sure that the car is technically reasonably sound, nothing, battery is secured, it's not dropping oil everywhere. Make sure they're going to check the wheels, make sure they're not loose, so bad bearings or something, some basic safety stuff. They're also going to verify your helmet is certified to the extent that they require. Next, you'll probably have a check-in, sign a waiver. Yep, you got to sign a waiver. Followed by a track walkthrough. This is where you can walk the track, you can see where the turns are and everything, and try to get an idea of the layout. And yeah, first time, good luck. The next thing, they'll probably have a novice walkthrough. The novice walkthrough is not actually walking the whole track. It's basically, at least in my case, it was getting a lot of rules. So how the cones work, what constitutes a penalty based on the cones, where you will enter from the track from, how the timing works, where you will exit, what to do when you exit, that type of thing. So it's basically a walkthrough for novices on how to actually do it. You're then going to have a driver's meeting. At least this is the order for me. You're going to have the driver's meeting where they give you a bunch of information, hit some key rules, that type of thing, and you're going to be assigned a group. Now this group is to tell you in what order. In my case, there was 3 things: brake, working, and driving. So by brake, basically that means you're not working the track and you're not driving. So that's when you can drink a bunch of water, do your lunch, watch other drivers, try to get a feel for how they're doing the track, that type of thing. So when you're working, you're actually out on the track and you're going to be assigned like a corner or some area where you have to pick up the cones if they get hit. And that's where all the jokes come from, watching cones. And the reason it's a joke is you actually got to pay attention to the cone, not the car that's driving by it, or you may miss it. But be sure to watch the vehicles when they're coming towards you. Make sure that they're not going to spin out and try to take you out. Safety first.
With a 56.528, that is a 56.528 for Nicholas.
And then the third is the driving. That's the fun part where you get to actually drive the track. The number of times you get to drive it will greatly depend on the number of cars entered and the time allotted in the schedule. So on my day, they only had 81 cars, and we got to actually drive the track 7 times. The previous time they had 140, and I think they had 4. They got to drive it 4 times. They will announce when the shift changes, when each group needs to move to their next location, and when you are going to be driving, you're going to get your car. Hopefully you've got it all cleared out and ready to go. Got your helmet right there, ready to go. And then you're going to drive up and get into the grid. The grid's going to be one of several lanes. The one we had was 5. The left one was for co-drivers. So those cars actually drove twice each time, but with a different driver. And then you had lanes 2 through 5. I happened to be the last car on lane 4 because I didn't want to go early. I wanted to see what everybody else was doing. And that worked out. So they'll do a line at a time. When it's your line, they'll direct you. Okay, come out. You end up going to the start. You'll wait there till they say ready, and then you can go and run the track. I highly suggest don't do what I did. Actually take the first one smooth and reasonable. Don't try to set a lap record on your first lap. Trust me, you may have a hard enough time following the cones if it's on an actual parking lot. Mine was on a track, so it was a lot easier. When you've completed the lap, you're going to pull off. Make sure you slow down after the finish line. Slow down. Don't endanger people. There'll be a time display so you can see your time, and then what you'll do is you'll pull back in line in the grid, same place that you were probably, and wait your next run. In my case, it took about 10 to 13 minutes or so between runs, so you don't have a lot of time. So you might be able to adjust your coilovers, maybe air temp. I saw some people changing their air temperature. I actually only changed my coilovers once, and that was the only change I did. I didn't do the tire pressure. This is my first time. I didn't want to, I was the biggest hindrance, not the car. Well, maybe. So then you'll run until your group's time is up, in which case people will be going out and parking and getting ready for the next rotation. So after everyone has done the 3, in my case, positions, the brake, the working, and the driving, you're done. Well, almost. Actually, next is the awards. Yes, the trophies. See what wait, sorry, that's 93. I didn't get a trophy. I didn't do that great. I was happy with what I did since it was my first time, but I did your classic first timer mistakes of pushing the car too hard. But my main goal was to not crash and try not to hit any cones, because I didn't want any sort of scrapes or dents on my car. So I won. But if you did get an award, that's when you get your award, and you can obviously go up and watch them. Okay, so that's what you expect. So let me mention ride-alongs. You can ride along with other people, assuming they allow you to, and other people can ride with you, assuming they've signed the waiver and they want to ride with you. But some places will have instructors that can ride with you. Probably my biggest regret, besides not applying sunblock at least 3 times and not drinking more water and Gatorade, was the fact that I didn't ride along with anyone, and I didn't have anyone ride along with me. I think that would have helped me tremendously, but you should do it. Couple things, some things that you should bring. You might want to bring a tire gauge, bring gloves to work on a hot engine. You may want some basic tools. You're definitely going to want some extra oil, water, any of the fluids that your car may need, and sunblock, a hat, maybe some sunglasses. Wait unless it's raining, and then you may want an umbrella. So come prepared. So that pretty much covers the experience. I will say, number 1, have fun. Have fun. That's what you're there for, to have fun. And everybody there, when I was there at least, was friendly and helpful. So don't, if you want to ask questions and stuff, don't hesitate. They're more than happy to help you out. So I hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment. And if you have any other tips or suggestions for first-time autocrossers, hey, put them in the comments. Love to hear from you.